Alright, y'all, back with another video. Let's check out what Marathon Season 2 has for us. Because they need a little something more to keep players coming back. Because I heard the player count is a little low right now. I heard it went below Destiny 2. I heard they got rid of Destiny 2. Now it's like they need Marathon to be the game now. So let's see what's going on with Season 2. Let's see what they got for us.
When a player starts a new season, I want them to feel like we've been able to kind of recapture the magic of like week 1 of Marathon launch.
Okay.
Everything is new. You don't know what's valuable yet. That feeling of discovery is going to be exciting and kind of push you to new stories and new journeys along your seasonal progression.
The core thing we think about is how is that journey going to be interesting and fresh, and how is...
So now it's gonna feel like square one. This new season, they want to redo the feeling of the first season of you don't know nothing, and it's gonna be all new. Let's see.
We're going to provide players different choices.
I think it's going to be a really exciting time for people to sort of like chart a new course and sort of like finding their own new path.
Nightfall.
The narrative theme of Season 2 is escalation. The UESC is tired of getting pushed around by the runners, and they're fighting back. As their opposition escalates, so too does the anomaly. One of your jobs is to find out why.
From
We gotta find out why they keep upgrading.
the first moment you infill on Nightmarsh, you're going to feel tension.
It is oppressive, unsettling. The creepiness factor gets ratcheted up.
The game is so damn creepy, bro. It's funny.
As night falls, the anomaly intensifies and digital psychosis hallucinations start to affect you. Confusing, fragmented vocals and messages that really start to play with what the player is hearing and making them question what's in their head versus in
That jacket kind of fire. Name me one of those.
the real world.
Upon landing in Nightmarsh, all players will have an equipped flashlight by default.
Okay.
Nightmarsh
I mean, I would hope so. It's dark as heck out there.
is this interesting counterplay of, do I go to the places where there is light and kind of comfort and safety? But doing so makes you a lot more visible to people who are hiding in the dark.
That's tough.
When you are in those shadows, you want to have equipment that allows you to see in the dark using your cybernetic eyes.
We really leaned into LiDAR as kind of our mechanic for runners to navigate in the dark.
Once you start accumulating these tools and upgrading your loadout to be specifically tailored to fighting on Nightmarsh, you're going to become far more powerful.
One thing we saw resonate with players from maps like Outpost was the way you could work your way through the map and earn access to treasure. That's the core principle of what we're looking to do on Nightmarsh.
Players have kind of seen that there are maybe elevators or staircases up to something that has been closed off, and in Season 2, you're going to gain access to that space.
Cool.
This is the observation deck and science lab where the UESC has been studying the anomaly.
This is up to something that has been closed off, and in Season 2, you're going to gain access to that space.
This is the
You see bro in the middle with the helmet? He looks like he's trying to connect to Wi-Fi or something.
observation deck and science lab
The
where
heck?
the UESC has been studying the anomaly. That's going to be one of the most heavily guarded areas of the map.
What is that thing?
In there, it's going to be juicy loot.
Ultimately, the real test of mastery on Nightmarsh is, can you get into Upper Complex and can you raid that UESC treasure room up there?
In Season 2, Sentinel is a new defensive shell.
Defensive shell. Defense. He has a cool look to him. It's a giant utility belt, though, I'm not gonna lie. But hey, we're playing defense, right? So we're gonna need those, I guess.
They're optimized for controlling space.
Oh, that's Wi-Fi man? It's Wi-Fi man.
In Season 2, Sentinel is a new defensive shell.
They're optimized for
This Wi-Fi thing is killing me. I don't know why.
controlling controlling space. You have all these different tools that you're able to deploy into the world.
Is that like... Let me let him finish. Let me let him finish. I'm sorry.
Oh. They're optimized for controlling space. You have all these different tools that you're able to deploy into the world to fortify an area and keep others out. You're able to put down this defender system that shoots down grenades out of the air.
Wow.
Whenever you take explosive damage, that's going to be a big buff to a bunch of your resistances. And additionally, when you're surrounded by enemies, your small arms are going to have increased reload speed and ready speed.
Cool.
Players are getting really good at gap closing and getting right in your face. But now with Sentinel, you throw down a snare mine, and whenever anybody gets close to it, they're stopped in their tracks.
You have an ability to be able to track. They literally will slide up from their sleeve and get a heads-up display.
Snare set.
Whenever anything is moving around, they're going to show up as a
radar.
And that allows you to...
They gave him radar. That's crazy. They gave him radar, bro. What the heck? He's not gonna need to like listen out for footsteps or anything. You know what's crazy? I don't know why I didn't notice that. Like, there's no freaking radar. That's crazy, man.
To know where your threats are coming from, deploy all your tools.
So it's hard to play this game and like bump music at the same time because you gotta like continuously listen out for footsteps and people opening doors and closing doors and all that other stuff. But this guy got a freaking radar. The heck? Oh, man, it's gonna be... is that OP? Nah, I think it's cool. Depending on how long that thing lasts.
And give the information you need to effectively defend your area.
Crazy work, bro.
The seasonal reset allows us to change the journey of the things that you're going to care about.
Just because you experienced it in Season 1 doesn't mean it's going to play out the same way in Season 2. We are taking a holistic look at every mod in the game, every mag, every optic, every chip, and seeing where they sit, what people like about them, which ones people don't like.
We're flipping implants on their head. Now an implant is going to be perk first, stats second. You look at the name of the implant, and that's what the perk is. That's what it does.
We're also...
Thank you. Yeah. Now we can understand what everything does now. It's just in the name. For people who don't like to like read in depth, just like tell me what it is so I know what it does without me having to like dig deep or whatever.
Going in and changing the rarity and the drop rate of some of these things. So a weapon you maybe got real used to seeing in Season 1, you might find a little less often in Season 2, and you're going to have to form a relationship with a new Old Reliable.
Oh, I like that Old Reliable. I like the way that gun sounds too.
There are going to be 2 new weapons being added to the sandbox.
Okay.
First one is the KKV.
Okay, can we please get a gun range? I just want to shoot some cardboard. Let me just shoot some freaking cardboard so I can practice a little bit with these guns. Cause I would hate to be like, all right, let me go in there with a regular pack, a sponsored kit, and then I find a new gun. I'm like, oh yeah, I can't wait to use this, and then somebody comes right behind me and I'm done. Cause I didn't know how to use that weapon. I just want, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I just need a little bit of practice range. Give me a gun range I can practice it for a little bit. So when I get in there and I pick that thing up, I'm super confident with it. You know what I'm saying?
It's a small arms SMG with an integrated suppressor, and it is excellent at just mowing down anything immediately right in front of you.
Oh yeah!
Shotgun rushers, watch out.
Like that. Damn.
The second gun is the D54 battle pistol. It comes with an integrated red dot optic. We really see this as an excellent 1v1 strafe dueling weapon. You know, things are going crazy. Put that sniper back on your back and just pop out the D54 battle pistol and you are just ready to go.
There we go. I like that. Why did he come back out that way? He should have went around. He popped his head out 3 times. Anyway.
In Season 2, everyone gets this fresh start, and they have a chance to go back through that journey from zero to hero.
It allows us as designers to look at what we did and say, hey, how could we do this better?
We've taken a look at a lot of our contracts, like in a single run, heavy traversal. I know everyone loves going from bio to field maintenance.
Yeah.
How do we still keep the magic, but just remove some of those frustrations where it feels like you're throwing yourself against the wall?
Yeah.
We're looking at things like material costs and how you're earning faction reputation, how you're earning it as a solo, how you're earning it as a crew. One of our big goals is that most Marathon players can actually max out their faction upgrades and get to VIP ranks.
You're our ticket, our dead of night infiltrator.
What we're really ultimately looking to do is make it so we're alleviating all of those challenges that might be blocking you from continuing to grow inside of the game.
Appreciate it.
In Season 1, everything was tied to faction upgrades. If you want extra melee damage, you were having to rank up Arachne. With the Cradle, you get a single screen with all the runner shell stats, and you're able to pick how you're distributing points. Cradle XP comes from smashing down gear that you don't care about. You can batch, select a whole bunch of stuff, turn it into Cradle XP, and now you've got more stats for your runners.
If you want to be the fastest runner on Tau Ceti, you can just go all in on agility right from the start.
And we're not gonna penalize you for wanting to reset. If you wanna pull all your stats out of one and put it into something else, you can.
I love that. That's amazing. Love that.
That system is going to give players, I think, a lot more freedom to pick and choose how and what they want to upgrade than the faction upgrade system offered previously.
As we're continuing to build seasons in the future, not just Season 2, but Season 3 and Season 4, we're going to keep hammering at how do we make it so everyone really appreciates that survival journey better.
What can we improve? How can we shift this experience to just be cooler, just be more fun?
I want to be able to have our...
I like that word, more fun. This game is kind of stressful, bro, between like the aesthetic and, you know, there's nothing, no casual playlist really. The fun factor kind of, you know, everything's so damn serious because you're really trying to, you know, keep all your loot without losing it. And then when you do lose it, it's tragic, bro. So it's like, you know, the stress factor is definitely up there. I kind of wish there was like just another playlist for casual people. And then if they want to be sweaty, they could do this. You know what I'm saying? Just... That's what I think.
Game be this launching point into a whole bunch of different experiences and stories that players can have.
That's sort of where it's leading to, is sort of how do we discover new frontiers for that gameplay.
June 2nd. Y'all ready? Is it enough, y'all? Let me know in the comments, man. Is it enough? Is this enough to keep y'all playing? Is this enough for the people who left the game to come back to the game? Is the player rate going to increase after the first weekend? We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Follow me on Twitch. I'll be streaming it. I'll be streaming Thursday nights and Friday nights. 9 p.m. Let me know. This was a good video. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, like I said, let me know what y'all think. I'll see y'all at the next one. Peace.